This has certainly been a tough few weeks here at Channel 3 as we grieve the sudden loss of Denise D'Ascenzo. We've heard from the anchors and the reporters who knew Denise, but here are some of the people who work behind the scenes at Channel 3 whom Denise considered to be friends. It's difficult to talk about such a big loss on camera, and not everyone was comfortable doing it, and we declined. And we certainly respect that, but here are a few of them.
I loved watching her watch stories because everyone at home is watching that story, but she's in the studio watching as well. And whether it was an emotional, sad story or a happy story, or no matter what it was, she was invested. You could always look over and see the look in her eyes, and if it was emotional, maybe she was a little teary, or if it was happy, I'd hear her in the studio say, "Oh my gosh, that's so wonderful." And it's amazing. It was amazing to watch her connect that way.
I watched her every day on the news, and I was sitting at a desk, and she came up to me and she said, "Who are you?" And you know, I was so mesmerized by her. And that's how everybody in Connecticut feels. They're mesmerized by her. She's larger than life.
She had said to me, I really took to heart because of the presence that she has. She told me to just really be myself, be compassionate, and really take pride in your work.
Watching her for so long before I worked here, and just seeing her as such an icon and such a legend, and then meeting her and her being the person that you actually see on TV, and just being this warm-hearted, kindest person, just made it really special to come to work and see her.
She was always happy to see everybody every day, coming in saying hello, asking how your day was going. She was just such a warm heart in the newsroom. You know, when you had a difficult day in the newsroom, which happened from time to time, she almost seemed to be that brightening moment that you needed to get through the rest of the day or to get through that tough moment.
I see Denise, I'm like, wow, it's Denise D'Ascenzo, oh my gosh. You know, and then she came up to me, she introduced herself, and she was just the nicest, warmest person. I've never felt, you know, so welcome to a new place.
I have like a loud laugh, and she always said to me like she loved hearing it in the newsroom. And I was like, how could Denise like something of mine? Like, I like everything of hers.
Denise was the personification of class and grace. Often she was referred to, wait, one more time. Denise was the personification of class and grace, and was often referred to as a newsroom mom. When I first met Denise, I told her how my mom loved her and grew up watching her. Many times after that, she would tell me how honored she was that my mother would watch her. And to this day, she was the first person who I texted when she passed. And we will always miss you, Denise, and everything you did.
I knew Denise for about 15 years. I came into this job completely raw, right out of college, and immediately she took me under her wing. She was phenomenal. She taught me everything I know. She was an excellent writer. She told me how to compose myself. She was also very even-keeled. There has never been a more calming presence in the newsroom than Denise D'Ascenzo. It didn't matter what the story was. It could be happy, it could be sad, it could be completely depressing. She always was even, kept the same demeanor the entire time, and it was a very calming presence. You definitely felt more comfortable when Denise was around. She was the rock of this newsroom. She was just a magnificent person. I've never met anybody more kinder. I've never had a kinder employee than Denise D'Ascenzo. She was just a joy to work with day in and day out, and I will never forget her.
We will never forget her. We miss her just so much. In 2020, we're going to be honoring Denise with a public memorial, so stay tuned for details on that, and we will, of course, honor her legacy every day. She would want us all to be kind. Thanks for watching today, and have a nice New Year. We'll see you in 20.